What is going on, everybody? It's Crazy Guy here today, back with another tier list. The last time I made this was like over a year ago, and a lot of things have changed. We now have KO, we have Chamber, we have Neon, we have Fade, and now we have Harbor, as well as a lot of my opinions have changed. So yeah, I thought it was time we can make a new one. So yeah, let's get straight into it with Breach. And before, I'm pretty sure the tier list was a mixture of my opinions with other people's opinions and whatever was like in meta at the time, but this is going to be entirely my opinion. Anyway, let's get straight into it with Breach. Now, I'm pretty sure Breach has always been that character that never really clicked with me, but I always acknowledged that he was really good, and he is actually pretty fun to play. But he's also pretty damn good. Not enough to be in the good category, but I'm gonna put him in the you're okay category because, you know, I don't like him enough to play him on anything that I care about, but, you know, he's good. He's good, I suppose. Yeah. Next up is Brimstone. Now, I hated hardcore on Brimstone before, but honestly, I think it was very unnecessary. I do think that he is a good smoker, and that's it. His molly is, you know, always been fine, and, you know, whatever else he does, he's cool. I'll put him in you're okay too. Next up is Cypher. Oh my god, Cypher, man. Honestly, I'm really mad because I was a Cypher main on Split. If you've seen my video on the channel where I went over the Cypher setups, yeah, but, you know, Split is no longer a thing. So Valorant literally just took Cypher away from me. And I feel like nobody plays him anymore. I don't play him anymore, you know? So, you know what? Before, he'd probably be in the pretty good / you're okay category. I'm bumping him down to not my favorite, you know? Next up is Jett. My girl Jett, man, she was nerfed to the floor. She went from being a top agent to an agent that I only use to mess around and unrated, to an agent that is so awful that I would not even use to mess around and unrated anymore. I just don't touch her at all because of how bad she is now. Her knives are just not as great as they used to be, and just, every single one of her abilities was nerfed to the ground. And she's not a bad agent. You know, she's still seen in pro play sometimes, but man, she's nerfed to the ground. She's gonna go in not my favorite. Honestly, I would rather play Cypher than Jett now. Next up is Omen. Now, if I am playing comp and I am needing to fill the team role that we're missing and we need a controller, I will pick Omen, okay? Omen, he's fun, he's good, his smokes are pretty fire, his shrouded step, I think, is really fun to get off angles. I love off angles so much. So yeah, I am an Omen main now. He's definitely not my favorite main to play, and I will not play him, like, just for fun. But if I need to fill, I will play him, and that's why I think he's gonna go in the pretty good category. Next up is Phoenix. I have not played this man in a very, very long time, but honestly, he just seems like a very good solo duelist. He has, like, everything you need. He has a molly, he has a blind, he has a way to heal himself. But the problem is that is all he is. You know, he can't really work well with teammates, which is why I think not many pros play him. But as a solo agent, he's fabulous. And also playing against a good Phoenix on the other team is really hella hard. So I'm going to put him in the pretty good category. I think so. Oh my gosh. People hate me so much for this, but like, Raze, man, I just never clicked with Raze. I don't know why. Everybody else I know can play her with ease and likes her. You know, she's fun, bomber, lady, whatever. I've just never really been there. I've never liked her at all. I probably have less than an hour of playtime. So therefore, I'm going to put her in the ew category. I'm sorry to any of you Raze mains out there, but I just can't, man. I can't. Society wants me to like Raze, but I just don't. Oh, Sage. I bet y'all know where she's going. She's going straight to the Mega Poggers. My man Sova, I really do like him a lot. I just am far too lazy to learn all of his lineups. But man, I love him. And for that reason, I think I'm going to put him in You're a God. Because he is a god to me. And I do really, really love him. Viper. Honestly, I have no clue how she is in the meta nowadays. Because she got nerfed and then people said she was bad. But now she's kind of good again. I don't know. I did learn Viper setups on Icebox, but then Icebox got changed, so all the setups didn't work anymore. So that's great. Thank you, Valorant. So for the same reason that Cypher is down here, I think I'm going to put her down here. Although I do think that she is quite a bit better than Cypher, so I think I'm going to put her at the You're okay category. Next up is Reyna. She has always been a very good beginner agent. Okay, you don't have to have any team chemistry to be good with Reyna. You know, you can just jump in, play her, you're good, you know? If you're good with her, you can get a lot of kills. If you're bad with her, you're not going to get a lot of kills. She's very well-rounded, and I think for that, she's going to go... I'm going to put her at low pretty good. You know what I mean? You know, right in between there. Right dead center in the middle. Next up is Killjoy. We love Killjoy. No, we don't. I've never been a Killjoy person either. And what I found with Killjoys, playing with them, is that you either have a really, really good one that is top fragging, or you have a really, really shitty one. There's never an in-between. So I'm going to put her in not my favorite, although I would still probably play her over Jett because I am mad. Next up is Skye, and I'm pretty sure it's just a meme on my channel now just to hate on her for no reason. She's not a bad agent at all, but I'm just gonna put her in ew just because, you know, why not? Next up is Yoru. I'm pretty sure I put him in You're okay, and that was even before his buff. But now I just don't really care for him at all. Since he got his buff, he's been a little bit better, but at the same time, his whole decoy thing, it sounded so cool and good on paper, but in practice, it's so easy to tell if he's the fake or not. I'm putting him at not my favorite, but again, still above Jett. Next up is Astra. That is also a running joke on my channel that I hate Astra, and I do. I do hate her a lot. I don't know why. And it's not because she's a bad agent. She's just... I just don't like her at all. The people that defend Astra to me are people that are, like, bronze. And if you're, like, gold or below, you should not be playing Astra, okay? You can only play Astra if you're really good with her. Because if you're not really, really good, you're just not going to be good with Astra. You're going to be bad. So I'm putting her at ew, the bottom of ew. Yeah, I don't like you, Astra. I really don't. Next up is KO, and I was a KO main for a little while once he came out, but then he kind of lost relevance. But honestly, I played him again, and I'm just thinking, like, he has a really well-rounded, perfect kit. You know, he has something that can track enemies through walls, mind you. So, like, that's a better Sova dart. And, you know, he has a molly, he has pretty good flashes, and his ultimate is okay, but, you know, isn't great, but, you know, it's good entry. He's a really, like, nice, well-rounded agent, and I don't know why he isn't relevant anymore. I don't know if I would ever main him in comp anymore, but I will definitely bring him out for some unrated fun, you know what I mean? So I think I'm actually going to put him at You're a God. Chamber, my man. When he came out, I played him once and did awful with him, didn't touch him again. I played him again after I got a little bit better at the game. I fell in love with this man. He is going to be the second person at Mega Poggers. He's just like, he feels like a better Jett. You know, get into off angles, take aggressive peeks, teleport away. It's just, he's so fun. And combine that, you know, he's just a very good aggressive sentinel, and I just really like him for that. Next up is Neon. Honestly, she was okay when she first came out, but kind of lost relevance. I don't play her. The only time I ever played Neon was for my video where I played her, and that was basically the only time I ever played her. She's okay, you know, she's good for entry, you know, she is a duelist, and she does what duelists should do. I'm going to put her at you're okay. I think that's where she belongs. Next up is Fade. I see a couple people play Fade. I think every other game I see at least one person. Honestly, again, she's never really clicked with me. She's kind of just like Skye, but a little different. I'm going to put her at not my favorite. I think that's fair. Next up is Harbor. Honestly, I've heard that he's kind of shit. Not gonna lie. I looked at his kit. I think I played him maybe once, but honestly, he's just mid. He's not good. And, you know, his ultimate, you know, seems like really good, especially, you know, if you play against, you know, like irons or whatever. But honestly, most of his abilities are pretty easy to get around. But the problem that I have is that he is just a controller. He has nothing else to him. All his abilities are like smoke based. He does not have a flash. He does not have a molly. And you'll notice with all of the other controllers that they have something else to them. You know, like Viper has the snake bite. Omen has the blind and the teleport. Harbor has none of that. So he only has his smokes, and that is all he is. So actually, you know what? I'm going to put him down to not my favorite just because that is a huge downgrade. But anyway, guys, that is my tier list. I think we can maybe make these tier lists an annual thing, see how my opinions change. But yeah, let me know if you want to see that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, and it's a beautiful day.